Okay, Focus, this is game number 10, and let's see if we make it to 1250. That way we can incorporate new openings. So e4, we know that at this point that we should be using either the Russian defense or the Czech Pirc. Those of you who are new, we're following this plan. As we move along the ladder, as we move up the ladder, we're going to be incorporating new openings. So this one, I'm leaving the link if you want to learn this opening. I'm using the openings provided to me by this guy that I follow on YouTube, and of course, you can access them as well. So nothing extraordinary. I was setting up a trick here. If I go back just a couple moves, I was ready to take this pawn because the knight was pinned. So they defended it. Now I need to strike the center. They took, and I'm going to take right back. And my queen, of course, is now defending. Now this, he told me not to worry. I'm going to move the queen back, still defending. And don't worry about the queen going back and forth, because you're going to see how this bishop is not really good here. So eventually they're going to have to move it as well. Another thing that I wanted to say is that this time control, we're using it for you guys to see that you don't have to freak out when you get in time pressure. This is plenty of time, and we're going to be fine. So the only thing left for me to do is castle, develop these pieces. And by the way, we're playing, okay, let me take, and just like that, fork, Tato the forker, there we go, we got a fork. Just like that, we haven't done anything extraordinary. This is something else that he told me. At this level that we are, all it takes is for us to not blunder quickly. Let them make mistakes, they're going to blunder themselves. Right there, I didn't do anything extraordinary. So now, of course, we're going to get a piece. Once I get that piece, all I need to do is simplify the game, and we should have an easy win. So he's taking his time. He's realizing he got in trouble. Let me just pre-move in case he takes. Nope. All right, so we take. And now, should I try to do something like, oh no, actually another fork. All right, Tato the forker is getting happy here because now we're hitting the king and of course hitting these pawns. Now, I need to be careful for something like queen e2. If I go after the pawns, they're going to get my bishop. All right, so should I get this pawn or should I put more pressure on it? Now, don't forget, if there's a pin piece, you want to add more pressure to it with the least valuable piece available. All right, so let's take check, and now knight d7. Let me go knight a6. There we go. And don't feel bad about the knight being at the edge, because this is just temporary. See, now it could come over here with a tempo, or it could go to b4. I'm gonna go to b4. Let me just double check. I don't want to make any silly mistakes. We have 58 seconds, but don't forget we got the increment as well. All right, so let me offer a trade of rooks. Knight d3. All right, they have to be very careful with my knight. It's getting closer. So I'm already thinking of check, taking on h3. When the pawn takes, I could take on f3. Okay, so they took. Let's see if it works. Now you see, check, deflection. When they take, this is going to be hanging. So let's see if they're going to accept it or not. All right, so now we take, at the same time we protect, and then if my rook gets to the 7th rank, this is going to be the end of it. So there you go, guys, a little bit of tactics. Notice that it's not like when we were below 1,000 that not blundering was enough. Here, we need to be familiar with these simple tactics. Also, don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments what subscriber number or forker number you are.